Testing, testing, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 95. Quick talk. A lot of you people are asleep at the wheel. You know what happens when you fall asleep at the wheel? You crash. Crash and you burn. It's dangerous. It's unsafe. That's what happens. Now, the fact of the matter is that you got people working very hard on YouTubers, audience members to play games and do this and do that. Yet they can't even work that on. They can't even work that hard on things they believe in. So I guess what happens when you can't figure something out that you believe in, you tend to become childish. And then what happens? You crash. One thing I've learned in 8 months is that a lot of you people are products of certain people that were unstable themselves, which led for me to understand that a lot of you are unstable as well. I'm very mindful of everybody I see. Now, people have came in other people's presence and said things about me, yet they can't prove any of it. Remember, I told the lady yesterday, do not make an ass out of yourself assuming. When you assume things, you crash. If that lady had done her homework, she would have understood she's dealing with a gorilla. She would have known better. But her assumptions led for her to understand that, hey, I could talk to this guy any kind of way and I can make myself convincing. No, you can't. And not only can you not make yourself convincing, you can make yourself out to be a joke. Now, I want to address a couple of things. I did not believe I was hacked. I still try not to assume or believe I was hacked because I want to say it's a Google glitch that led to my screen turning gray, or the fact that my page kicked me out of my own hangout, kicked me out of my own hangout where I don't have control of it, yet I was still live for about 5 minutes. And then after 5 minutes, I'm offline as if someone shut it off. Now, most people can't see what I saw on my end because the screen just went gray on the playback. However, when you brag about, oh, I can hack certain YouTubers if I want, once you said those words, you can't take them back once you now have been accused. And another thing, when a person comes to defend you and the people publicly have seen what's going on, it shows me something about you. Now, that particular individual, and I ain't gonna say her name, she could show up and take accountability for it. You yourself have had a discussion with me, and you know what type of person I am, and you've seen my work. Yet, what I've noticed is that a lot of these people are from the same place, the same home. I'm trying to be careful with my words because I don't want to open old wounds and I don't want to talk about old people. But trust me, from the very beginning, a lot of these people came from unstable places in YouTube. I know a lot of these names. I try to give people the benefit of a doubt because I feel like if they watching me, well, at least over here, you're gonna be logical. You're not gonna come over here and tell me a bunch of dumb shit. You're not gonna come over here and just say anything. You're gonna have to prove your point. And that's what I want. Proof. You can't just come over here and tell me, hey, the sky doesn't have clouds. Uh-oh. NFL alert. Hold on. Drum roll. Excuse me, y'all. The fuck? That's it. A London game. Who cares? Anyway, so another thing about being asleep at the wheel is that people have failed, and I will say it again, people have failed for the media frenzy. In 2018, they still are believing in the news. We are now in the second quarter of the year. You people believe everything the news gives you still. Y'all know people are still dragging on the fact that they reopening the case because somebody put it up on YouTube. They're still dragging it on. Not to mention that y'all believe that Robert Kraft, an owner of the New England Patriots, is going to see Meek Mills, a rapper, a black rapper from the hood, who obviously, if you looked at what's going on, this is propaganda. Since when Meek Mill has been important? Once upon a time, nobody cared. As soon as he dissed that Jewish rapper, his career was down the drain. Y'all didn't catch that though, did you? It went over your head. Wax know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about. Soon as he dissed that Jewish rapper, oh, it was a rap. We didn't want to hear nothing Meek had to say. Drake don't write his own rhymes. And then Meek Mills became public enemy number one. All he had to say was that. And the fact of the matter was that it was true. Drake don't write his own rhymes. Now, maybe he has wrote a lot of his rhymes. One thing I do know is that we have evidence that two of those songs that you got on what's the name of the album? If you're just seeing this, what is it? If you're seeing this, it's too late. I forgot. I can't remember the actual title. Y'all know the one with the handwriting on the front. Two reference tracks. He got exposed. He didn't write Rico on Meek Mill album. Now, I go back to the video because I got clowned for that on my channel last year. You just a hater. I was like, if this was the 90s, Drake's career would be over. Because in the 90s, we pride ourselves on liking MCs who write their own music, especially men. We can look at Foxy and be like, oh, somebody write for her. Well, Foxy ain't gonna never make lyrically, she ain't gonna never make the lyricist list. We don't care. If you read this, it's too late. Yeah, I would have never remembered that title. It was just around my brain. Yeah, Quentin Miller. And don't you think it's ironic that this dude got an amputated leg and you ain't heard from him no more? It's funny, isn't it? You'd be surprised how many Quentin Millers in the industry right now walking around. I tell you, Royce the 5'9" is one of them. Royce the 5'9" has wrote for a lot of rappers that you like. Did you get your? I didn't go over there. I'm gonna go over there today though. She had to work last night, and she had to work, so I can't go over there without a actual reason. And Kenny went over there, so tomorrow I'm gonna do that tomorrow though. I'm not tomorrow. Today I'm tripping. I'm acting like yesterday was yesterday. Yesterday was today, rather. Anyway, so yeah, people claim they talk to the FBI. Got people over here talking about the hackers or ethical hackers. And then you got people over here who mad because I made a joke about them in context of the story. Not story, but of the actual conversation. Then they talking about something wrong with their phones and then leave them alone, but they're talking about talk to me. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? What is this? Like, first of all, that lady from last night, that lady came to me. I didn't come to her. That lady came to my page. I think it's funny, like what are people trying to do? Like, do y'all want me? Like, do y'all want me to be into y'all want me to be in drama? Y'all want to argue with me? Y'all want to have conflict? I don't want to have a conflict with nobody. I wouldn't mind having a discussion with the lady because that's what we had. But I guess when you look stupid, you just decided to do what you did. Or better yet, the person that came in defending you, was it you that did it? Who, did somebody? Did you get the link from? Did you give the link to her? Like, what's going on here? What's the issue? Because I did see when I came back with part 2, she came back was like, "Wow," and I was like, "Wow, go do your research before you come talk to me ever again." And I demand if a person plans to come around me, apologize. For the simple fact that people try to sit up and say all these assumptions about me. I was a gangster. I was making money off Kanika. All these assumptions, they're very insulting. I didn't assume the lady was a hacker. She told the people she was a hacker. Now, if she never said any of that, whatever happened, I would have never said any of it. I'd been like, oh, it's a glitch. But once you say, and I quote, because you said it on record. Now, the next step, I'm assuming that she'll flag the video. But one thing about Huggie is Huggie downloads everything he says and does on YouTube. Flag it and put it right back up. And I got 9 channels. So if you're going to flag these bitches down, it's going to be that. I don't know if that's what she might do. I don't care if she does it. Put it right back up. So once you say, it's just like this, right? If I jumped on YouTube and tell y'all I'm a thief, right? When some in your home and something come up missing, I could be accused of stealing from you. It is what it is. I confess to being a thief. Now, however, I might be reaching a little bit with the analogy, but I had thieves in my home before. My cousin's a thief. One thing about my own cousin is I wouldn't leave my house and leave him in it if I wasn't there. I'm just being honest with you. However, once you admit to something and you say, and I quote, if I wanted to hack YouTubers, I could. It's just none of y'all are worth hacking. Hey, fire goddess. Hey. Yo, watch them kisses. I'm gonna cut this live down and get your call. Anyway, I'm just joking. Anyway, okay, I might be for real. But anyway, so once you say these things, and then once we start accusing you and come with the assumption, well, maybe it was her. Then no, that ain't me. I don't do that. Hold up. You was just bragging on the idea of hacking YouTubers that weren't relevant. And bragged on being and then laughed about, yeah, I'm an ethical hacker, like wanting me to be precise with the profession you got. So my thing is, if you are, because if it was a field, anyway, if you are a hacker, if you are a hacker, why haven't you hacked Crown Plaza? Why haven't you hacked Vivo Tech? Why haven't you hacked Rosemont? Why haven't you hacked Teresa? Why haven't you hacked Kanika's phone? Why haven't you hacked anybody worth hacking? Chicago PD, all the precincts, the FBI. You claim you talk to them. Hey, if you talk to the FBI, why haven't you got no information from them to even get off YouTube and, as you say, do something? Well, because you're 8 months late and you still haven't done anything. And from my understanding of history, because I did my history lesson last night on you. You've been on YouTube for a very long time. In 5 months, you started making videos. 5 months ago. You was late to the party when you started. Now, this is no insult. This is no insult to the lady. I just thought at least I'm better than you when it come down to knowing who you are. Because remember, you met me. I didn't meet you. So since I had a nice conversation with you, I figured I'd do my research. I did my research and I'll be like, 90% of your information is rubbish. Honestly. Yeah, I'm talking about the lady from last night, Fractal. Yeah, her. The one that said the Yankee Doodles. Like how throwback term is that? Like when she said the bubble gum, the young bubble gum, the young dumb bubble gum. That's a weird old fucking phrase. That's a weird one right there, bro. Very weird. I've encountered 3 people last night, and I show all 3 nothing but respect. Yet I don't get it in return. But I'm supposed to be the guy that treats women bad. The irony. The irony in that. Now, I'm not saying the third person that came in the chat did anything wrong, but one thing about it is that she didn't want to come up and have no discussion because she's on everybody else's panel. She won't come on mine. Matter of fact, I open a challenge to it because I open a challenge for everybody. Everybody. Let's dialogue about this because I'm tired of people being misled. That's my goal. Is wake people up for real. Like, let's wake people up for real. Because I can go start me a Kanika channel right now, and I can have a different name, and I can play shadows too. I can play regurgitated information too. And people are going to kind of watch because out of curiosity, the views are going to come. I know it's my video last night. I didn't get none last night, but the night before about clearing up the information about the case. I ain't get that many views. You know why? Because it's already circled around. Oh, we go over there. He ain't going to tell us what we want to hear. Now, I'm not going to tell you what you want. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. What's up, Dark Sacred? That's what they doing right here to the left. They sleep at the wheel. Sleep. In their best suit. Best outfit. You see it? Oh boy, dapper. Sleep at the wheel. You're going to kill himself. But you know the symbolic meaning to this picture? A lot of y'all like the anchor man. I'm going to chat over there. Now, one thing about y'all people is I know y'all be up early in the fucking morning. Come on out them bushes. Have a discussion with me. Like an adult. Because I treated that lady with nothing but respect last night. Just like I do every woman that come on my panel. Every one of them. Every one of them. All. Fire guys can vouch to you that I had an encounter, and when I was wrong about her, I apologized to you, did I not? And we still had a nice conversation over here. And that's what got Fire Goddess coming back the next day and the next day. And she's willing to be around. Because she see that I'm not really a bad guy as I thought. And since then, she's got no but respect from me. It's a misunderstanding. And I apologize for that misunderstanding because I'm not always right. Come on out them bushes. Or you can just go to your channel and make your videos. Or you can go to your channel and talk about me. The one thing about me, I face any one of y'all. Just don't make an ass out of yourself assuming. See what assumptions did to that lady last night? She intellectually got her ass whooped. I don't even like to call it that. I think she intellectually, I think she just put herself in a box. She put herself in a corner and threw herself in a hole. Her own words just really wrapped her up all by herself. I didn't have to say a whole lot. Like eventually she talked herself in circles and contradicted about 70% of her words. What's up, Rebecca? What's good, Wax? Who else in here? Teresa, Nicole, Prissy B, Tracy Glenn. I didn't say Tracy Glenn in a while. How you doing? Finest Jules, Felicia, Fractal Truth. See how they sit in the bushes? They won't even come out. Come on now. Come on now. When she said that Kaniga wasn't walking in the freezer, it was a wrap. Exactly. And then she was like, "Oh, it's CGI." And I'm like, "Oh, it's CGI, but so what about her coming in?" Well, that's her coming in. I said, "Well, what if that's CGI?" You see my point? Once you say that CGI of her walking in, then you're gonna say to yourself, "What if she wasn't there?" And if you say she wasn't there, you're lost. Then you're gonna look stupid. Like, what are you trying to reopen a case that you can't prove she was even there? Because remember, when people got so desperate that they knew it was a psyop, like some people are still saying this, right? Some people are still saying this, right? When it was a psyop, they start saying, "Hey, let's go to Candlewood." Was it Candlewood Suites? Well, no, Doubletree. Maybe it was she was at the Doubletree. Remember that? I said, no. Instead of just apologize to your people and say I'm wrong, maybe she was at the Doubletree. But remember, if she was at the Doubletree, you're saying the mother is a liar. You're saying not only is the mother a liar, you're saying that every one of those girls are in on the psyop. Once you change the narrative yourself, you have admitted that everything you've done was a lie. Everything you said was a lie. Yeah, selected. But see, I was the one that I do believe that there's CGI in that. I don't think that's whoever this person is. I don't think that's them walking around on the tape. I think she was just implanted. That's why um, even the part where she's supposed to be getting off the elevator from the far view down the hall, that's why you don't see her walk to the ramp physically. They took that part out because maybe they couldn't CGI that part to look more authentic. So they just show her on a ramp from the bottom of the hallway section. Yeah. And she was like, look her up. I'm not looking her up. Because if she was any way, shape, form, or fashion, anything that she claimed to be, she would have had more of a professional attitude. She was doing a lot of giggling. Like, what was funny? Yes, it's something my dad told me. Like, if you just giggle for no reason, that's a trace of something is wrong with you. Like she was like, I know they got the pictures. I'll be like, and that's funny. Where's the joke? Tell me so I can laugh too. The hell? What's wrong with you? The FBI is about to open this case. What? What's up, Simply? Simply Made. I gotta be clear. Simply Made. What's going on with you? As a matter of fact, do you mind? Hold on. Do you mind being a mod? Let me know. And I gotta get Fractal. I got Fractal, man. But he won it. Who else is? Who else I know? No. Let me see. I'm gonna get her one. Boom. There we go. There we go. Boom. Yeah, for real. So it's like, what's so funny? I'm like, what's the joke? Yeah, she had to laugh off, but she was laughing off a little bit too much. Oh, okay, so cause some people are like, oh, don't give me no rich. The bush is getting big over there. There's some cats over there, I bet. Come on, some nice little kittens over there, isn't it? Come on, man. Does anybody want to talk about, okay, like if you believe everything is real about this Kanika thing and what y'all watch on these YouTubers pages, since they won't allow you to have a discussion with them, you can always have a discussion with me. You can always do that. What's up, Tam? If not, I'm gonna go because I got an interview at 2 o'clock for a job, and not that I got to go because of no interview. It's the morning time, and I'm not gonna waste my morning just sitting up here talking to people. Are you the Mike Jones that are you Mike Jones? Is that the Mike Jones I think that is? Do I know you, Mike Jones? Or are you somebody else? Let me click your page. Let me see. Who is this? This the Mike Jones I think I'm looking for. Yeah, that's you. What opinions you got, Mike? You can just say that in the room. What's your opinion? Because how you J4K and you was just over there talking about oh, okay. So you J4K again, huh? You flip flopping? Come on now. Just heard a bunch of bullshit from other YouTubers and thought she was gonna catch you up on stuff. But she quickly said she did it. Yeah, she thought I was Justice League. I was like, no, that's what you heard. She was murdered. How you know? You got proof? Surely you got the proof, right? So when we get on this phone, when we get on this hangout, you gonna prove that? I'm so sick of that word opinion. We're not talking about opinions. Proof. Because if you can prove it to me, it's a fact. First, you got to prove she was even there. That's step one. But we'll go with your. We'll go ahead with yours. Can you prove she was murdered? Yes or no? I need to go back to my intro. I deal with facts, less opinions. Well, she could hang with me if she just conceded the points. She couldn't concede the points. It was points I conceded with that she brought to me. I could say you're right about certain things, like I did in her conversation. I don't believe news would run a narrative that Kanika died if she didn't. Do you? I asked you a simple question: can you prove she was murdered? Yes or no? If you can't, we're not having that discussion. I'm wasting my time, bro. This is not November. This is April. I wasted my time already. Exactly. So we can't have no discussion about somebody being murdered. I can tell you, Kanika. I think Kanika's the tooth fairy. I ain't got no proof to that shit. And the reason I say she alive because can't nobody prove she dead. Because remember, when she tell me something and there's a hole in the story, makes no sense to me. Discussions only. I'm no detective. I'm not a detective either. But we're not talking about if she was murdered. You know, it's 1,000 YouTube channels you can talk about that with. Because they want to sit up and flip flop. Because you flip flop too. Because you not only did not believe that Kanika was murdered, At one point, you believe something different. So what happened? What brought you back to she being murdered? Because you believe she was somebody else. Remember? And you believe that she was cremated. But if she was cremated, what if she wasn't murdered? What if she just died of some natural cause? Like, why don't people say, you know what? There was a girl that died in a car wreck. What if that was Kanika and the other girl that died in the car wreck was the one that actually died in a hotel? Like, why don't nobody flip flop and really have a broader conspiracy thought? You see how I just gave you a narrative? Like, you could have said that the girl died in the car accident was Kanika, and the girl that died in the car accident could have been the one that died in the hotel, and they just flipped the story on you. Right, Mike? And I always go back to ask you, why haven't you got nobody to help you with that case? Because trust me, I could care less about somebody else's case. Case about my pops will be first. I don't believe she was there. You just don't believe she walked in the freezer. But if you don't believe she walked in the freezer, you believe she was there. So you actually believe what they're telling you, that she was in the freezer. And that's the problem. I don't believe she was there at all. That's why I said, at best, she was taken out of the hotel without anybody seeing her. And whatever they done with the body, trust me, it had something to do with organ harvesting. But we'll never know that because that's the deepest secret of all time. And remember what Teresa did when she was missing. She gave you a little bitty young girl picture of Kanika. That girl had to be every bit of maybe 12 or 13. She had to be about every bit of 13 and 14 at the best. The picture of that girl on her Facebook page does not look like a 19-year-old. Exactly, Wax. But you know who we got clear pictures of? Monifa. We don't even have clear footage of Irene until she take those shades off. But those are two different lives. You see? Yeah. And at the funeral was two different caskets. That's why when Chosen was putting the information out in the beginning, I held some type of possibility that that was true. And I called the funeral home. As soon as like I was asking them about the stuff they were saying on YouTube, as soon as I said Kanika name, they hung up in my face. And I know it wasn't an accident because they just had one of those phones that go click, one of those joints that you actually put on the fucking what you call it, the click thing with the holder. So you didn't hang up by accident. What's up, Lee? You hung up on purpose. I said it's it concerning Kanika. Click. I said, damn, I'm not recording this shit. Let me record it. And that's when I came back on YouTube. Because I was like, well, if these the people are lying, because one thing about the funeral homes, they've done this before. And once I was always said, if you can do it once, you can do it again. Bush is still heavy over there. What's up, Bushes? Is there a J4K person who wants to talk about facts? Not opinions, facts. Who can actually prove any of these things people are saying? Because people got a lot to say, but they won't come talk to people. They want to have a discussion amongst themselves and have people listen, but don't want to have a dialogue. Having a dialogue opens up, what's up, Green Envy? Having a dialogue opens up the thing where people can actually have a discussion where people can learn. Just like last night, you can learn a lot from that person and me and see who's who. I read from the lie of the cause that get 3 different people. Exactly. That's not the same person. You can look at how she got like frail shoulders. You can tell it's not the same Irene. And trust me, the thing about that is you now have to question Zach. What kind of shit are you playing, bro? What are you doing? I'm finna go. I'm wasting my time. That's what I'm doing. Remember, that ain't they know. Yeah, exactly. I mean, are they scared? Are you scared to be proven wrong? Because I don't have to prove you wrong. You're supposed to be proving to me that you're right. You're supposed to be showing the people, like, let's show the people facts. Because, like I said, Kanika, according to what people say, 10 to 15 different people killed Kanika, and she died 20 different ways. And don't nobody got one suspect that they want to stand on and say, this is the person that did it. Is it Monifa? Is it Shamaya? Is it Monifa, Shamaya carrying the body? Is it Irene? Because Monifa had to do it because she had to shoot, but then it's a group effort, but they don't have an actual group of people that they want to just say these are our solid suspects. But then they said the security guard did it, but apparently the security guard had to do it because he had blood on his hand. But it wasn't him because the ice scooper guy was choking her. So I think if she was being choked to death, I don't think she need to be killed by the security guard because the security guard was gone when they opened up the fucking restaurant that morning to put ice in the fucking machine. But that's what he was putting in the bucket, ice. So you lied about that. You lied about this. You lied about that. You lied about this. I think, God damn it. Which one is it? Which one? Now, people can say I'm crazy for that, but that's what people are saying. I'm not saying that shit. That's what people are saying. Somebody put up a video. What is that video at? Give me 1 second. Punchinella, Punchinella. Who remember that shit? Punchinella, Punchinella. Ooh, ooh, Punchinella, Punchinella. Ooh, Punchinella, Punchinella. Ooh, ooh, Punchinella. I don't remember what that was about. I just know some shit girls used to do when I was a kid. What is Punchinella? Help me remember, y'all. What is that? Ooh, ooh, Punchinella, Punchinella. Ooh. Is it shoot, shoot? What they say? I forgot the words. All right, so here we go. Now, Kanika's back on the floor again, y'all. Now Kanika was on the 6th floor. But she was led to the freezer. Now, this particular YouTuber has 3 different videos. Let me be correct here. 3 different videos this week. 3 different scenarios with Kanika this week. And all 3 videos total about 14,000 views. How is she on the floor in the hotel? How is she being led to the freezer? And on the 6th floor. How is wait, how in 1 week you make 3 videos like that? But see, don't nobody call these people out. They want to come call me out, but they don't come talk to me. You sitting in the bushes, come talk to me. Anybody. I don't care who they are. Somebody saw a fight through a window. I remember that one. Then they said somebody was fighting through the doorway on the other. Like, listen, let me show you how dumb these people were. Kanika is supposed to be walking in the hallway to the right, and to the left, that's Kanika through the double doors being choked. So the person that's walking is not really Kanika. Out of nowhere, they said that months ago. And I was like, but we left that alone because now that's Kanika and nobody don't want to change their mind again. So the whole double door being choked and shit. Because you remember those people, what's those people name? The people, what's the people? The guy looked like Ray Lewis, him and P. Rico, I don't know. They said we got the picture, the videos of Kanika being murdered. And that was in September, right? So what are those videos at? Oh, we still ain't saw him, huh? But P. Rico, y'all still fuck with him? Y'all putting up money to, get his case and shit? First of all, freedom fighters, yeah. What happened to the video of her being murdered? Oh, y'all don't have that video. But notice ain't nobody called him out. Ain't nobody flagging their Facebook page. Ain't nobody flagging their YouTube. Ain't nobody got nothing to say about it. They forgot who they were. Yeah, Andrew Holmes. Because he passed the torch to Jedediah. And then when Jedediah had this shit going on with the damn China Fox chick and his cousin talking about he's a molester or whatever, I'll paraphrasing here. But something about he possibly touched the boy that killed himself or something like that. I could be wrong. It was something of that magnitude, whatever it was. And that's when they said, he got to pass the torch to Andre. Now, Andre is just too emotional. And by the time Andre got his hands on it, no, I'm sorry, not Andre, Lamar Record. Once they gave it to him, that's when Teresa was like, fuck this, I'm done. They don't even see that. The brother had beef. It was the gang members. Yo, I'm out. People in them bushes, they don't want to talk. They don't want to have no discussion. But go everywhere else and talk about me. Just know that you won't talk to me about it. Unless you know people want to put on a show. See how I'm doing this video? I ain't got to put Kanika's name in the title. It ain't even about Kanika. She alive to me until you prove to me otherwise. What's up, controller? Straight up. Everybody know how to reach me. Huggie Pacino at gmail.com. If you don't know how to spell it, just read my name, put it together. No numbers, no spaces, no underscores at Gmail. Gone.